Hi, Esty. Just going through these pictures. Pardon me. Wow. You have done amazingly. Yeah, I have big nachas from looking at what you're doing right now. Absolutely. I'm proud. Proud of you. Okay. Hi, I can't believe this is my last homework. Yeah, it's sad. Moving on. Bookshare have been so busy taking pictures, editing, giving people their pics. That means that you did exactly what we're trying to get you out there to do, making some money out of taking pictures. And I really fell behind in the course. I wasn't able to do all the homeworks this week. I hope it is fine. That's okay. I also cannot decide which pics to do in the photo shoot, so I threw in a few extra filthy and decide. Okay. Once again, thanks for everything. It's our pleasure. I have one question. You might notice, and I've been noticing recently that my pictures are not always pin sharp. Okay, you are using a 5D with the cheap 50mm lens. Okay, just that. I mean, I know you say that afterwards, but just keep that in mind. Okay, pin sharp is not. I've worked out a way of explaining it. Let me finish off and I'll tell you. Especially the ones where my subjects are further away from me. Okay, it's for sure a thing to do with the lens, and also the camera. And at many times I'll take 5 shots in a row, only 2 of the 5 are in focus, the others are blurry. It can get really frustrating, especially if the best one is the blurry picture. Yes, yeah, I know that. It is because I am using, and is it because I'm using entry-level equipment? Yes, it is. Or is there something special I can do differently? So there is a little bit. I don't really want to don't want to give up being on the lowest aperture, the widest aperture, because I love the blur. Okay, that's obvious. So, engineering the odds is that's the king to the whole thing. So, the difference, I've been trying to explain this over and over. What's like really the difference between a Canon T5i and a Canon 5D Mark IV? Yeah, what's like the difference? There's lots of differences. So definitely the durability of the camera and stuff like that. There are more functions, but I think the actual way of technically describing the difference is that the professional cameras are much better at measuring than the entry level cameras. Okay, which means the entry level cameras, they measure, they sometimes get things right, they sometimes don't get things right. One of the most important things in focus is the measurements. So we've got by the 5D, it's just much more precise. It's much more precise. And by the lower level cameras, the measuring stuff is less precise. So the focusing systems aren't perfectly accurate, and there's different discrepancies between which point you're using, and all different kinds of stuff. In regards to using the minimum aperture, you can definitely try and move the focusing points around, and move your camera less. But I don't think it's going to be make that much of a difference, especially when you're dealing with a group of people far away. You will see a huge difference when you step up to a professional camera and a professional lens. It's not even worth getting into it, because that's really what's going to make the most difference. In regards to engineering the odds, in regards to like the 2 out of 5 are in focus thing, I'll show you something we're doing right now. You'll appreciate this. We are creating a new program that's actually very exciting, and we're going to be giving, one of the things we did was we filmed me doing a regular normal portrait, family portrait session, 3 little girls, a mum and dad, in a regular park, nothing, Cotel or old city kind of grand, just a regular park that you find anywhere in the world, and had it videoed. And we've also, obviously I've got the images from it, so we're going to be I'm going through the images, explaining what was going on. It's going to be a whole thing. You'll be officially notified about it when it's ready to rumble. So this was the shoot, and then these are the pictures. 1 second. So just to show you, I'm not going to go through them quickly, but look at these pictures of this family here. Okay, in regards to, is that sharp? No, not pin sharp. Is that sharp? Oh, that's pin sharp. Is that sharp? Nope, not pin sharp. No, definitely out of focus. Is that sharp? Is that sharp? That's pin sharp. That's pin, pin, pin. Yeah. So look at this is the thing. It's called engineering the odds. Okay. And we've got a lot of things to engineer odds with. Okay. I'm not gonna. If I was to get into it now, it would well go over the time that we're allowed to have. That I am allowed to give over. And I've got a lot of other stuff running right now. But to get these kinds of pictures, which is a perfect look on all the faces, I mean, this was as good as it got. She never looked over, but whatever. So it's not even perfect. Let's say it's not perfect. But there we go. So now we've got a picture. We actually nailed a really perfect shot. Okay, now we've got everyone looking. There we go. Oh, she's now not looking. She's looking in. Oh, she's got her hand up, blurry. So as you see, we're trying, now we're out of focus. And again, squeezing more. That's a nice shot. That's a gorgeous picture. Okay. Anyway, so if you look how many pictures I'm taking, we're engineering the odds. Technically, once you've gotten good and you've got enough practice, you're not really engineering the odds so much with the exposure. You're getting good exposures from your background, not your background, from the back of the camera. Sorry, you're primarily engineering the odds technically of focus, okay, and subject-wise for a whole manner of things, okay? Subject-wise as in the different expressions, eyes open, eyes closed, heads turned, people blocking each other, that kind of thing. Technically, you should get it, like if you're in a place where there's shadows and stuff or things moving around and you're also engineering the odds of that, then it's different. But your goal is to find simple places for yourself to get to. But look at this, just without going through all the things. Let's just look. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33. Now it's a little bit different. 30, let's say 30. From there I changed it. Around 30 odd pictures, okay? Now, so what? Who cares? You took a lot of pictures, okay. This now means you're going to be engineering the odds of perfect images every time. Nothing's definite. The bonus showroom's in charge of everything, but taking that many pictures of that situation, I've done the best to engineer that for sure I should be getting a great shot. Don't get me wrong, sometimes you don't, but generally you do. It saves you so much time. So one of the things that very much I am bracketing is my focus. So be aware, it's a very important point, your focus, the bracketing of the focus. That does not negate anyway what we just spoke about in regards to your equipment, yeah, but the focus is even on the pro cameras. The focus needs to be engineered very much. You really need to give yourself the correct odds. All the more so on the entry level cameras. But saying that, you're doing exceptionally well. I'm so proud of what you've done. Baruch Hashem, Chasdei Hashem, Kol HaKavod, big pat on the back. Excellent. Okay, look, let's jump in. I hope that was helpful. Okay, silhouette, day. That's nice. This area, this is quite an important thing to think about, is you have actually a gorgeous area here. Something very beautiful. See this area here? That's mamash beautiful. Very, very special. And this line coming down here, that's a beautiful graphic. So, cash in on it. You see how much more of a picture that becomes than this picture, because it's just smaller. It's just a lot smaller. So make sure you're aware of stuff like that. That is very beautiful. You've definitely shown the how that's done. Be aware. Don't work out nicely here. Be aware generally that portraits, we want profiles. We want full profiles for portraits. Okay. Say that doesn't really do it, but I understand that you understand. You could have done it just with the door open. That would have been better. But okay, good. Same point. Let's jump into your let's jump into your shoot. Oh wait, no, still a few more things to go, but it's kind of from your shoot. Just pour myself a glass of water. Now, comparable and different. That, thank you, Esty, is a beautiful display of how that is a mistake and that is how the picture should be. See how this energy, all the energy is sapped through the white here, whereas here it's contained. Okay, there is this drop of white here, but that's not a big deal. But that's really a beautiful. What's the word? Anyway, the way you did it, you're probably saying the words right now. But the way you showed that was excellent. Excellent. Very good. Okay, and now are we into your photo shoot? All of it. Oh, you edited something. I kept both of them, so I thought I'd mention that. Okay, let's just go through. So this in itself is worth talking about. That's a beautiful picture. That really is beautiful. You found a great place. All your subject, you've created a beautiful shape over here. Cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching. Okay, we've got a nice movement. She's turned inwards. He's turned out, but that doesn't bother. That doesn't bother anything. That's still connected. He's still connected there. It could be through the shadow and the fact that he's anyway looking towards us this way. Beautiful. That is a beautiful picture of 7 beautiful children. Okay. Obviously, if he was looking, it would be better. But I understand how it goes. But that is. Don't forget that is a for people looking at that, you could get away with that. But that is something that that family will be aware of. They might not say anything. They understand how it goes. But it would be like objectively a better picture if the kid was looking, obviously. Okay. Good. But we can see there, I for sure prefer this. Okay. Gorgeous. Gorgeous. Esty. Really, very impressed. Really, really am. We've got a beautiful line here. You've purposefully put all the kids' hands where they are. Yeah, this girl turned in this way. This girl turned in this way. Heads as close as possible. You've cleverly put her hand over here, which has kept her in really close. And you got the luck of the draw as well with all the expressions. Beautiful colours contrasting with the background. The subject pops out. You've got the stats are good, bad, perfect. Perfect. Especially with your camera 1.8. With my camera, I would say 1.8 is not perfect, and I should be at like 2.2 or something. But with your camera, you can for sure do that and make sure to milk it using the most basic equipment on the market. You are using the most basic equipment on the market. I'll say that again, and you are nailing it. Okay, big pat on the back. Okay, I'm just because we're running out of time. Because if I want to do something in Lightroom. I'm also, you know what, the truth is, I don't even know if you've done anything in Lightroom. So you've obviously done something. Whatever you've done has been very subtle, which is a big, because you've, I think, in this picture it looks like you've bumped up the saturation a little bit, or the vibrance, whatever it is. I think objectively this overexposed. Now I'm just getting so picky now because that's really what you need to get better. Okay, this is great. We've got this movement from the path going into the background, which really connects us to our subjects. We've got this movement around here. That's excellent. That doesn't help. It doesn't really detract greatly. It'd probably be better if it wasn't there, or if it was. So that would be a killer if it was over there as well. You could even. Nah, that'd be too much of a hassle. Would it? You know, maybe I'll do that in Photoshop, see if I can do that quickly, to move that over there as well. But anyway, great stats. Good, bad, perfect. Perfect, with a capital P. Okay. Psh, look at this, what lucky people to have all these beautiful pictures of their family. This is beautiful. Like I was saying, this This path, if you had gotten down a little bit lower, that would have probably corrected that. That does detract a little bit from it, in my opinion. But beautifully placed. I can see it's midday as well, so you're really doing exceptionally well for midday. 11:42 a.m. I'm assuming that's correct now. I can see the shadows are very small. So this is just exceptionally good for midday. The sun is very high and you're doing great. You really are. This is a great shot. That definitely reduces that detracts. Yeah, I'm sure you understand that. That completely whacks the balance off. But yeah, look at that. Oh, beautiful posing with that little boy. Excellent. Look at that. Beautiful triangle here. You're obviously aware of all of this now. And even though you've got the kids leaning outwards like this, they're so part of the triangle, and that leg anyway connects us back in. And this, with his arm coming back with his leg out there like that, that's really skillful, high-level posing. Bring it on, Esty. Bring it on. Excellent. Okay, I'll get down a little bit lower. I can't really see enough. I'd be lower. That's my main issue. Very tender moment. Technically, good, bad, perfect. Perfect. Esty, bravo. Bravo. Anyway, okay, the blacks are over. The blacks are too dark. Lift up the blacks. It's nice. And it needs to be more cropped in. I think it's such an intimate moment. Go all the way. There you go. That's much. You have to just keep the lines in over here. I think that's going to be much more powerful for this picture. Ching. Yeah, technically the quality now is degraded a little bit, but I think because it's a moment we're looking really in here, you're not gaining anything. Let's just stay in close. Yeah, that's a little distracting, but it's not such a big deal. And we could brighten his face maybe a little bit more. But I love all these lines moving inwards, but I think it just works a lot better cropped in close. Okay, beautiful. That's lovely. Everyone looks natural. He could put his hand in his pocket maybe. Generally I put kids to put hands in pockets, although he looks fine like this. This is just a pleasure to look at. Really a pleasure. Does this distract? No, it's fine. It's ornate enough. It's ornate, and you've got, just beautiful, beautiful background that you chose. Fantastic. Okay, so here you said this is one that I've changed. Obviously you changed that. Fine. It's easy enough to do. That's actually a bit of a schlep. You did that well. You did that well. What did you do for there? You cloned it, I think. From over here, you just kept cloning it again and again. Okay, very good. I didn't even notice that, to be honest. You have chromatic aberration. Let me just show you quickly how to get rid of chromatic aberration. Open in Lightroom. And that's another thing of your lens, is the chromatic aberration is more than in the higher level lenses. However, it's just so easy to get rid of in post that you might as well just get rid of it in post by going to lens correction. They call it defringe. And if you look, let's zoom in. This is a perfect example of that. And you just drop it down. Ching, goodbye, and it's gone. Okay, so just that's it. Go to lens correction. I think in different versions of Lightroom it's called different things. Okay, the light here is not nice on their face. Okay, good, you did something wrong. It's not really that wrong, but just be super careful. That's a place it could be that the sun popped out of a cloud or something, but that's not pretty light. Now you're at this level, I want to make sure that you're super perfect. This is okay. This is one of this isn't one of my favorite. This is distracting a little bit. Not one of my. It's my least favorite of all these pictures. Okay, let me just see quickly if we can do this. Let's just try and flip this bridge around, because I looked at it before and it looked like maybe you can actually just do it quite quickly. Let's have a look. Over here like this. Actually think I want more space there. And now let's add a little bit more. Oh, let me start that again. 1 second. I'm going to give myself more of this and give a bit of his arm. There we go. Oh, messed it up again. Messed it up again. Okay, I'm going to feather this by. This is a full-size picture from one of your cameras. I'm going to feather it something like 90 pixels, 80 pixels. I meant to do 90. I pressed the wrong button. Okay, now I'm going to right-click, layer via copy. Okay, I'm going to move this now. Now I have my toggle things here. I flick now horizontal. Okay, I'm going to just drag it over here. Okay, see, this is what I thought, that it's really not going to be such a big deal. Let's just make sure it's the right place. Is that fine? Yeah, I'm not going to get too crazy on it. Now I'm going to create a mask, and I'm going to paint in black. And now I'm going to just basically get rid of a bit of this this mask over here, which means it will get rid of the picture overlaying of the kid, and make this a little bit smaller. So now it's just basically erasing the part of the image. See, that was a bit much. So now it's very easy because now I can just flick my color back to white and paint it back in. That is the advantage of using masks over pardon me, using masks over the erasing tool. Let's just make sure it's actually straight. There you go. Okay, we can save that. Would I do such a thing? Oh, you have to flatten it. Would I do such a thing in a picture? Absolutely not. I would never have done that. But just to show you that I looked at it and thought, oh, that would be very difficult, and then I realised actually no, it would be very straightforward. You can make it better than I did, but again, it can be done if need be. Okay, Esty, it was a pleasure having you on board, and there is more stuff that we're going to be putting out that we'll contact you about. So it hasn't ended here necessarily. We're looking forward, if there is whatever you link up with this in the future. Looking forward to that, and we wish you only the very, 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 very best. And you should be matzliach, nail it, earn as much money as you can for as little work, for as little time as possible in the future. But have in mind right now that your customers, each one of your customers, is worth more to you than you are to them, and that you have to get as many shoots as you possibly can if you want to build yourself in this business. And enjoy it and own it. Okay, Bezrat Hashem, all the best.